So spending time out in the garden, I've got a few things transplanted. I mean things that I had in the house. These three are the potato shoots that I had in a jar. I put the roots way down at the bottom where the dirt underneath all those leaves is really moist. Things are really growing good down in there. So what I'm going to end up doing, we're going to be getting more rain, and I'm going to get more potting soil or different dirt from around the property or whatever, and I'm just going to start putting layers of different things like different dirts and stuff like that over the leaves. Over in this side you can see these are turnip greens, and I've got little turnip green plants growing kind of all in there. So the rest of this is just going to be turnip greens, and then this side is going to be my sweet potatoes. And but as things grow, I will be putting more layers of compost and different dirt and stuff around it. Mostly because I know we're going to have some heat waves before long. And over in here, these are the red the red potatoes that I had inside, and I've got them all out here. And the same thing with these wood shavings. I put the roots of everything and tried to get a lot of it down on the bottom at the dirt level, so that the moisture from the dirt will encourage rooting and also encourage sending out shoots for new potatoes. And these plants were already wanting to make little red potatoes. And the same thing on this side. And there's some others that were not growing as long of shoots under there, but they will eventually come up as well. And I'll show you over here. In this spot right here, you see this potato top here? This was the potato that was in that black bucket that I was showed in one of my previous videos. The bottom of it is actually right here. That's where the dirt and the root and stuff for the potato was. But it had a long runner come up, but I put all that down on the bottom next to the mud and dirt under there, and just left the tops up here. And we're getting more rain this evening, so all this will be nice and moist. But I will come back and I'll be putting a layer of dirt above this as well. And the potatoes will grow wonderful and all that. I won't put too heavy of a layer. I'll put, I don't know, maybe an inch or 2 inch above that. But the rest of this, I'm going to end up probably take my fork that I used to dig, this one here, and I'll just take that and like push it down in the dirt and loosen up all that soil there. And I think probably what I'm going to do is once I loosen all that, I'm going to put some more soil in there and mix the leaves in with the soil and all that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put eggplant seeds in there and see if those seeds will sprout. And if they do, then I'll have a nice little 4x8 square here with eggplant in it as well. But as we go, I've got these bell peppers here. I've got these bell peppers here that I had growing in the house in this container, and as you can see, I've transplanted 6 of them on this side down in the dirt. That I had moved all this cardboard out of the way, mostly down to the dirt, so I could loosen up the soil to be able to get these in there and put the roots down as far as I can. And that soil under here is just wonderful. As I was moving this stuff around, I'll show you. as I was moving this stuff around. Look at that earthworm. Little earthworm. Where'd he go? Okay, well anyway, there's another one. But this soil is just, it's moist. It feels good. I did kind of flip some of that over, but for the most part, I'm gonna leave all this cardboard. And after I get these peppers, bell peppers, in here, probably gonna end up putting some down on this end as well. But as they grow, I'm gonna be putting more cardboard back around them, like I did here. Kind of mulched them with some of that cardboard, and you know, kind of leave that there to help hold moisture in the ground. So I'm going to do 6 here, 6 in the middle, 6 on that side, and I'm sure I'm going to have a bunch left, so I may be able to do the same here. But this thing would be chock full of bell peppers, that's for sure. But as it goes, I'll improve it, make it better. So oh, I think I showed, I've got a green bean plant sprouted right here. I've got some along the edge here, and along that one. So I've got one green bean sprouted. There's another one. Another one's popping through right there. See him? So I'm gonna have my green beans up. We're getting rain here in a few hours, so I think that might, I don't know if that's one or not. Might be. It's hard to tell. And this is a cabbage plant there. But yeah, my green beans, I got some cucumbers popping up back here along this. And I'm gonna end up putting a cattle panel thing and creating a tunnel here to walk through. And because I got some things planted along here, some of these will vine, some of them will be like a little bush, and same on this side. Some will vine and some will bush, depending on what they are. But my thoughts are create a nice, it's going to be a narrow walkway, but a nice hoop tunnel. Let some things grow on the hoop or the tunnel, and that way I can walk through shoulder width maybe, and just rub up against all kinds of stuff growing in there, all kinds of vegetables. So I'll start on one end. By the time I get to the other end, I'll probably have, I don't know, 1/4 of a ton of veggies in about 10 5-gallon buckets maybe. I don't know, but we'll see how all that goes. But yeah, I'm coming on with it. And this one here, I think what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to rake all this stuff up, and I'm going to move it over probably to that one over there at the end, and then I'm going to turn this dirt with my fork and just go ahead and get some seed in here and fill this thing out with something. Got to do what I got to do. But it won't be long until we have just stuff growing everywhere out here, especially grass and weeds. Luckily my garden doesn't look like that, but yeah, we're getting there. And we're gonna have some oh, let me go look at that turnip, see what size that thing is today. I gotta leaves are kind of wilted back from the heat and the sunshine, but look at that thing. It's hard to get a good whatever you call it, figure out how big that thing is, but that is big. I'm gonna say about half the size of a bowling ball. That's gonna be some good eating. Let me get some of these old leaves out of here. But it won't be long until that's inside and we're cooking it. That one's got a turnip under it as well. I got a bunch of weeds to get out, I know, but we'll get there. All right, wish me luck in my gardens.